Return to the breaking news from overnight. 2 Israeli embassy staff members were shot and killed in Washington, D.C. It happened just after 9 p.m. outside the Capitol Jewish Museum, where an event was being held. Let's quickly bring in NBC News correspondent Ryan Nobles, who joins us live from outside the Jewish Capitol Museum there at the scene of the shooting. Ryan, more are we learning this morning?
Well, Jonathan, as you can see here behind me, authorities still have this area in front of the Capitol Jewish Museum cordoned off as their investigation into this incident continues. The suspect right now is in custody, although charges have not been filed. The FBI deputy director overnight saying that he believes this was an act of targeted violence, and the FBI now investigating this as a possible hate crime. Overnight, a deadly shooting in Washington, D.C.
Tonight, a heinous crime was committed.
A gunman opening fire at the Capitol Jewish Museum, killing 2 staff members of the Israeli embassy. New video showing the suspect being detained, shouting pro-Palestinian messages.
Free Palestine!
Police say the shooting happened shortly after 9 p.m. at a museum event hosted by the American Jewish Committee.
The suspect was observed pacing back and forth outside of the museum. He approached a group of 4 people, produced a handgun, and opened fire.
The suspect, identified as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez from Chicago, then entered the museum and was detained by event security, according to authorities. Israel identifying the victims as Yaren Leshinsky and Sarah Lynn Milgram, a young couple who are about to become engaged.
The young man purchased a ring this week with the intention of proposing to his girlfriend next week in Jerusalem. They were a beautiful couple who came to enjoy an evening in Washington's Cultural Center.
Reaction coming from around the world this morning. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu increasing security at Israeli missions and saying, quote, "My heart grieves for the families of the young beloveds." President Trump writing, "These horrible D.C. killings, based obviously on anti-Semitism, must end now. Hatred and radicalism have no place in the USA," while a community mourns.
We are a resilient people. The people of Israel are resilient people, and the people of the United States of America are resilient people.
And of course, the 2 young victims in this case on the verge of being engaged to be married. One of them, Sarah Milgram, posted on her professional LinkedIn page that her goal was to look for peace around the world. And in particular, she was looking for religious harmony. Now their families are planning funerals this morning. Jonathan.
NBC's Ryan Nobles from the scene there in Washington. Ryan, thank you so much. Let's now bring in a managing editor at The Bulwark, Sam Stein. Sam, of course, anti-Semitism and ancient hatred and the hate crimes and bias incidents have increased dramatically since October 2023 and the terror attack and the resulting war in Gaza. It just speaks right now. Last night, a reminder, just the senselessness of violence and just this fear that so many people right now carry with them each and every day.
Yeah, this was absolutely horrific to wake up to. It was tragic. If you are in and around D.C., if you're in and around the D.C. Jewish community, you know very well that these types of events happen fairly regularly. Gatherings of young Jewish professionals, activists, advocates, groups that are trying to raise awareness. In this case, last night, I know of several other events involving young Jewish professionals that were taking place. And so, from a cultural perspective, it's really hard to fathom that you now have to sort of be on the lookout when you go to these types of gatherings. But that is the reality that we live in. And of course, I mean, there's an irony here that this event reportedly was done to sort of organize humanitarian aid into Gaza and was still targeted. And then there's just the senselessness of it all. I mean, these 2 people were starting their lives, about to get married, and they were killed because they were Jewish. I mean, that's it. They were killed because they were Jewish. Nothing that happened last night brought us anywhere closer to peace. It was a target of an act of anti-Semitism in the purest sense, and it's just hard to fathom. I know Ted Deutsch was on earlier, and he said, how is the Jewish community supposed to feel? And I honestly don't know. I mean, I know how I do feel. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. I feel real pain right now.
Yeah, certainly, and well said. Well said, Sam. And if there are any developments in this shooting, in this investigation, we, of course, will bring them to you later.